What's going on? It's Alan Brown, aka Billy the Kid. I figured I'd actually hop on here very informally and say something that a few people have messaged me directly on Instagram and also on YouTube. They said, "Hey man, you don't have any like bases that you don't like," and that's not true in the least bit. Just so that I don't undermine what a company is trying to do, I'd much rather not do, bad press on something. Um, there was a particular situation where I didn't notice a defect in a company's design model or the placement wasn't QA'd as good as it should be. I sent it off to a friend who then discovered, number one, lies, different video. They then discovered that the placement of the pickup was slightly off, making the lower end very weak and making the higher end more pronounced. That's problematic for a bass player because you're playing bass, right? So rather than tell a company that they are horrible, I just won't review the video. So if you're looking on my channel for, well, what doesn't Bully like? I can tell you a lot of companies that I don't necessarily have on the top of my list whenever they do something or drop something. But I don't want to give bad press, and I don't want their media team messing with me because I'm just a dude doing a thing and I happen to have a platform, So I was gonna run down a list of companies I don't particularly rock with, especially not anymore. I will say one of them is one of my bigger videos, Glary. Once I figured out that they actually released the address to somebody's home to the internet, I was like, yeah, I don't think we can work together anymore because that's not okay. That's not okay. Because what are you inviting? Well, what are you looking to do? So that's why you haven't seen anything on my channel for the past probably 3 years, 4 years, because probably 3 years. Because I don't. That's not okay. You know what I'm saying? So another one. Again, it's not anything against them. It's more or less me finding things wrong whenever I try to use it. I used to have a Laney setup back here. It used to be 410s and a Laney head. This is what I found out. The head itself actually has like a noise gate type of deal. So when you're not playing, it cuts off, and when you are playing, it hisses. That comes across in recordings, and that may not be a deal breaker for some people, but there's a tweeter that's on the cab, and I like to make use of the tweeter, especially for the slapping and stuff I do. And if you turn that tweeter on, then it's more pronounced when you're recording with it. You can go back into my videos and you actually see or hear where it's cutting on and off. Now, thick, rich tone sounds phenomenal. Just that small little caveat, I didn't like how that handled across recording. So I no longer have that, but might be moving on to other venues, other companies as far as what I'm using and recording with. Fender Rumble is absolutely perfect. I could just stay there. Have been staying there for the past probably 5-6 years now. It's been great. I've had that one probably 5 or 6 years, this specific one. And then I bought the extension cab that's down there to go with it whenever I play bigger venues, because 410s is better than 2, If I'm a stomp, let's stomp, So that's a staple that's gonna be in the house, in the crib. I might just move it over to the side and put whatever new situation right there so it's visible and stuff. You can see what I'm rocking with at the present moment. But yeah, I wanted to drop in real quick to answer that question and then answer other subsequent questions as to what I think about some companies, those specific ones were brought to my attention, so I figured I'd actually make a video and say something. Yeah, I don't like talking down on companies for what they're trying to do unless it's like Gibson. But other than that, I don't really do that type of deal. If you want me to tell the story about Gibson, put it in the comments and that'll be a whole nother video. I have no problem telling that story. But yeah, till next time, y'all be easy and I'll catch you in the next one.